we have just witnessed in the chamber is the worst act of lack of accountability that I've seen on the part of a Minister of Finance ever in this country. The Minister of Finance hid behind several rules of the National Assembly and refused to deal with the questions posed to him by members on our side. First of all, he refused to account for the $5 billion he said that he transferred to GRDB prior to the budget, and the $3.8 billion that he said he transferred to Gaisupu. So we asked him, where did this money come from? He refused to say where the money come from. Did it come from the consolidated fund? Did it come from the contingency fund? Did it come from anyone else? We think the only reason that he doesn't want to account for the $8.8 billion that he said he transferred when there was no budget is because they did exactly what they accused Ashni Singh of doing. If that's not the case, then this money is stolen. It's missing. If they didn't come from the consolidated fund, $8.8 billion of our resources are missing, and Winston Jordan has refused to account for it. He's also refused to answer the question where the money, the transfers, the $23 billion of transfers to the rice industry that he spoke of in his budget speech is located in the estimates. It is, from our understanding, located as a public debt. He does not want to admit that to the nation because it means he has misled the entire country and the House into believing that this money was real money going to the rice farmers or to GRDB to purchase rice. What he is effectively doing is bringing in the Petro-Caribbean proceeds through the budget as a public debt. And so he is refused here again in the House to answer this. We have also discovered the shocking revelation that there was no public tender, that a single source, Christopher Ram, to do audits to the tune of over $40 million. Land signs, over $20 million. Anand Gulsuran, over $8 million. And several others. No public tender whatsoever. We believe that these are some of the worst acts of corruption already perpetrated on this country by this administration, who had lectured the country about probity and accountability and being transparent. So we hope that we would be able to get more answers to this. This is not the end of the matter, because we don't believe any of those people have the requisite skills to conduct the forensic audit, that they were improperly hired. We believe that many of the people, the names that he called out, that were getting small sums of audit, were not contracted by the ministry itself, but by Christopher Ram and Anand Gulsuran. That the two of them contracted or spoke to some of the others. This is in contravention of our Audit Act and undermines the Audit Office of Guyana. So this, I've never seen such a behavior in Parliament. Never in all my years in Guyana, where a Minister of Finance refuses to give answers to large sums of money, $8.8 billion and $23 billion.
Right.
Refuse to say where it's located in the estimates.
The government obviously has a majority in the House. What can the PPP do? What can the opposition do in terms
We're going to
of
take this.
it?
We're going to take this to the public. That's the only way. It's public opinion. We are going to cut the section of the tape that Jordan has, where he refused to answer this, and play it over and over again. We'll probably put it on YouTube, so people will see him refusing to answer those questions. Questions about where did the $8.8 billion come from that he said went to Gaisupu and the GRDB, and did it actually go to them, or did it end up in someone's pocket?
Right.
That's all we are hearing. We don't see it in the estimates. And where there's the $23 billion now for the rice industry. So these are just some issues.